welcome to Joburg Today. I'm Zizi Pondebu.
And I'm Riley Sakwe.
Ryan, there's been a lot of controversy around statues in our country these days.
Indeed, but it's great to know that we can still celebrate some of the people who are a core component in our economy. We checked out the gold miner statue.
Right from the beginning, Johannesburg has been the work of the men who delved underground, finding the gold. I know we don't have active mines in Joburg itself anymore. When I was a little girl, you could feel the ground shaking when there was a rock fall. But we still need to know that our wealth is built on mining. Well, the miner's statue was actually put here because the town hall was moving up into the new civic centre and at the top of Rissik Street, so that as people came out, they'd go up the hill, there would be the miners, the focal point of Johannesburg, the people who built the wealth of the Witwatersrand. And in fact, it was a donation from the Chambers of Mines of the Transvaal and the Orange Free State. And this was the new civic centre area. And behind us, of course, is now the Metro Centre. It seems a little bit old-fashioned because obviously the rock drill is an old rock drill, and the lamp that the miners carrying is very old indeed. I think it's even older than 1936. And the rock drill points towards Langlaagte, which is southwest of here, because that's where the first gold mines were developed in 1886.
The gold mine statue situated in Braamfontein, it's one of the most iconic statues reflecting on the city of Johannesburg. As we all know, Johannesburg is a city of gold and a city of miners. I'm Pomashego for Joburg Today.
Hi, it's Kenneth. You're watching Joburg Today.
Join the conversation on our Facebook page, that's joburgtoday.tv.
Follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today.
And if you're one of those people on the move, then pockettv.mobi. That's pocket with an I.
Workers' rights have always been a very touchy subject here in South Africa. But it's great to know that within the last few decades, they have evolved.
Indeed, and we visited the Workers' Museum to find out a bit more.
I think it's an important place, this building, for our children to learn about our history. And some of us fought for it to be what it is because it was supposed to be demolished.
What is happening is that we took the history from the compound stories of because this is one of the surviving compounds. Remember, we had a lot of compounds around Johannesburg. The building is amazing because it's a heritage site. I mean, we did not do anything to the building. If you go around and looking at the building, it looks as old as it was before in 1913. Nothing has been changed. The only thing that we've introduced is the new visitor center with the glass. The concrete bed, they tell a lot of story because you remember now these guys, they are coming from African regions, they're carrying absolutely nothing, and they are now confronted with concrete beds that they are expected to sleep on, and the conditions were terribly appalling, and the workers, they were treated like prisoners, and they had no rights. And now currently, as you know, South Africa has changed. I'm now doing the school educational programs for the schools, and I find schools very touched by this history.
It's lovely. It's a very elaborate place. I enjoy seeing what they had to go through. The displays are very, are very good because it gives you the exact sense of how they felt or what they had to do.
What really touched me a lot and what I'm going to learn is that we really take our history, our South African history, for granted.
Everyone should come here, from the students to our politicians, because history is repeating itself. I think that we can learn a lot as young leaders of today and the older ones.
Hi, my name is Umani. You are watching Joburg Today.
Now that we understand the history on Workers' Day,
we took it to the streets to find out what our local Joburgers will be doing today.
Workers' Day is celebrating everyone that works, to say that we do appreciate, the country appreciates. So they're giving you a day off just in terms of you resting because of the hard work that you put in.
For me, it's a public holiday, and That's it.
You know, workers have got rights these days, and so it is empowering a whole lot of people who never used to know what their rights are, especially at the workplace.
It's actually the time you get to spend time with your family and friends, and you can go out there. Maybe there are some things you want to get as well while you're busy at work.
I'm a pensioner, so Workers' Day means that the others can work and I relax for them.
It should actually mean that everybody should celebrate it, even though if you're not employed, you know, and that at some time in your life when you do get employed, then you would actually have an idea what the day is all about. You know, and that we should all be grateful for actually having a work and say thank you for the government for giving us this day off.
I spend it at home with my family. You know, and most of the days we are busy going to work every day, but on that day it was I have to enjoy it with my family.
I will be spending the day with my son at home, chilling, braaiing. Yes, nothing else. No waking, no house chores and everything.
In the morning, I will just go to church for praise and worship.
Well, usually it will be a family day for me, you know, having some fun with the kids and do what they like to do for a change.
Put my feet up and play with my cats.
Hey, I'm Santi Famak and you're watching Joburg Today.
For more on the city, check out our playlist.
As well as Business Destination Joburg.
That's it from me, Zizi Paul.
And me, Riley. We leave you with Down Under Mining
by Dear Reader.
Enjoy.
Back in ETV.
Face black with soot and a fire in your eyes. David, I never intended to grieve, meant to disgrace you. Your face black with soot and your eyes. Fetching the rhine's gold. Down undermining, down undermining, fetching the rhine's gold. Down undermining, down undermining, fetching the rhine's gold. Oh, town of your harness, your spell is upon us, your spell and your lust. The dust chokes above and it chokes down below, but they from near and far come. I don't know what they're looking for.